Yay, you see what it is, Ken folk. We talk about my mentor. Shout out to Diggity Dash, Dillinger. Shout out to Corrupt, Snoop Dogg, Later Rage. I'm loving that new Dog Pound album. Really freaking off the chain. But yeah, to give him credit. Hit y'all with another video for sure. Crank up the old stuff. Happy belated C Day to Dash. You know his birthday being passed, but hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we want to smoke a little grass.
To my friend for giving these new headphones. Put this attachment. There we go. Make sure you hear this. I don't just do this. I like this because I love to do this. Bring it to you, Ken folk. But also got to keep it on a positive tip with that knowledge point. This Dad's one of the dopest people ever came up. I've been learning a lot of knowledge from my boy ever since doggone following him on Instagram. Go watch Dad's on Instagram. It's freaking awesome. Man, you'll never be bored. You always got a lot of education for you. Keep that knowledge, that quatch and that 99, 2000, keeping it the way it is, the way it was, gonna keep it true. You'll never be blue. We always gonna find knowledge with a clue, like blues clues on you. Gonna keep you tipping on four fours like Mike Jones. Huh? Ooh, read some of his biography. Delmore Andrew Arnell, born May 25th, 1973, professionally known as Daz Jr., or simply Daz, or formerly known as That Nigga Daz, is an American rapper and record producer. As a member of the Death Row Records in the early 1990s, he is credited for the label Pioneer West Coast Gangsta Rap for mainstream audience. There we go. And credited for the label Pioneer West Coast artists and gangsta rap for mainstream artists alongside Corrupt. Shout out to Corrupt. He formed the hip hop duo The Dog Pound in 1992, with whom he was released 8 albums. The 8 Tray. Ahmad learned production from Dr. Dre. His first major production credited was on Dr. Dre's debut solo album Chronic, still one of my favorite albums to this day. To this day. Haha, diggity diggity to this day. 1992, he further produced for his cousin Snoop Dogg. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, the entrepreneur, and soon to be in the Olympics. I like his AEW and WWE appearance. Debut album, Dog Style, another one of my favorite albums. In 1993, I was 2 years old when it came out, as well as Tupac's Rest in Peace Tupac, All Eyes on Me in 1996. His debut solo album, Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Back in 1998 peaked within the top 10 of the Billboard 200s and served as his only project with Death Row before finding his own label, Gangster Advisory Records, in 2000 and co-founded DPG, period D, period P, period G, period. In other words, aka that stands for the Dog Pound Records. And with Superfly, shout out to Superfly, good album. And shout out to Superfly the rapper too. Honorable mention, shout out to Superfly character voiced by Ice Cube and That latest Ninja Turtle movie, aka Baxter Stockman, for all my comic book fans or Ninja Turtle fans, salute. Career started at Death Row Records in 1992 to 1995. Daz Dillinger was born and raised in Long Beach, California, and was his older cousin Snoop Dogg. Daz began his music career at the age of 19 when he signed with Death Row Records and learned music production from Dr. Dre. After joining Death Row label, Daz was featured on Dr. Dre's second solo album, The Chronic.
1992, he contributed both rapping and production on the album. During this period, Daz also befriended with rapper Corrupt, and the two formed a duo called Dog Pound. I gotta get one of them Dog Pound niggas pretty soon. That's just tight. DPG, over there. The Dog Pound appeared on Snoop Dogg's debut solo album Doggy Style, which was released at Death Row's second album on November 23rd, 1993. Formerly Dash received co-production credits on two of Doggy Styles tracks, Serial Killer and For All My Ninjas and Ditches D's. However, Dash maintains that he provided uncredited production for large portions of the album. And Death Row CEO Suge Knight, South Suge Knight, regardless how you feel about Suge Knight, I do give him credit for what he did with Death Row. And allegedly he did do some crooked things. I don't know him personally, but I give him credit for what he did. I ain't gonna say he found Tupac, because Tupac is now strictly for my niggas. Excuse me for saying that. And Tupac has already had a lot of albums, and Tupac worked hard, got bless his soul. But I do give Suge Knight credit for putting Tupac in the mainstream, him and Daz and whoever else was in the mix of putting Tupac out there. So shout out to them. Has remarked that Daz did pretty much the whole album on Doggy Style. Daz also produced tracks for the soundtracks of Above to Above the Rim, one of my favorite soundtrack albums, that Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, Small Soldiers, and see, and Murder Was the Case. This case is a good soundtrack. In the single What Would You Do, the Dog Pound sided with Dr. Dre against his former NWA groupmate Eazy, recipe CZ, and his label Rufus Records. Shout out to Rufus Records, they gave us Bone Doesn't Harm Me, JJ Bad, Black Eyed Peas, before that was known as Black Eyed Peas. Rufus Records later, as the ongoing East Coast West Coast hip hop rivalry began to escalate, the Dog Pound recorded the single New York, New York, in that video, which might be considered controversial. I don't know. It's your choice to see how you do it. Check out New York, New York. Let's slide it to City. The Dog Pound followed these tracks with their debut album 1995's Dog Food, which was certified platinum by the RIAA, both at Death Row Records 1996 to 1998. Make sure you there we go. All right, we out there to make sure my fam on others. Sorry if everyone on Twitter. I'm at to fix it to where y'all see my stream y'all on Twitter, but everyone on Twitter, let me make sure y'all go ahead and check it out. But here we go. East Coast. As the East Coast West Coast rivalry intensified, Death Row Records led production. Dr. Dre increasingly distanced himself from the studio, disliking the studio's atmosphere and Suge Knight's leadership. In 1996, Tupac released his first Death Row album, All Eyes on Me, still one of my favorites. I like all of Death Row. I like all the Biggie, Easy, and Tupac albums. I never had a favorite with them. All the albums hit hard. Praise God. This album featured the only 3 tracks produced by Dr. Dre, while Daz produced 5 tracks for the album, including the singles, 2 of America's Most Wanted, Still My Jump, I Ain't Mad at You. Basically, that's the song, I Ain't Mad at You. Commercial success, All Eyes on Me, raised Daz's status as a producer, and he provided production for the numerous Death Row albums, including Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. Producer, he provided production for Snoop Dogg, numerous Death Row albums, including Snoop Dogg's Dog and Dog Father, Nate Dogg's, rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Salute Temple Supreme. So forgive me if I don't see y'all right off the bat. I'm on this page on Wikipedia, but I'm still looking at it on the phone. So if I get y'all comments late, forgive me. But yeah, to America's Most Wanted, I ain't mad at you. Commercial success of All Eyes on Me raised Dad's status as a producer. He provided production for numerous Death Row records, including Snoop Dogg's The Dog Father, another good album. Oh yeah, of course Nate Dogg's G-Funk Classics, Volume 1 and 2. Got Best of Soul, Nate Dogg. One of the best that ever done it. Man, well, I'm still be on subject, but I'm getting off subject a little bit. Man, Nate Dogg, I don't think there's going to ever be another Nate Dogg. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Akon. I love Ty Dolla Signs. I love Sean Garrett. I love T-Pain. They good. But Nate Dogg, he put the, I'm from the South. You know, we gravitated around Nate Dogg. We know he was from the West Coast. But, you know, he had that Southern soul, some West Coast funk with some gangster elements. But he could sing the heck out of some gangster stuff. But he sound gospel-like, too. And I liked it. I still like it. I've been listening to Nate Dogg this week. But I love that dog on G-Funk Classics Volume 1 and 2. That's one of my albums I can listen to. It's Dead, Bone Thugs and Harmony. I say Bone Thugs and Harmony, East 99, Ice Cube's War and Peace, the War album, and Nate Dogg G-Funk Classic, and Rick Ross, of course that Cool Joe Goody Area 51, and all the nines. I can listen to them non-stop all day, from beginning to end. And Bone Thugs Eternal East 99, that's the album. But yeah, Volume 1 and 2, and later Raids Necessary Roughness in 1996. In 1997, Dash also contributed to the soundtrack to the 1997 film Gridlock, which I got to listen to these days. I might listen to that whole album. Dr. Dre left Death Row in March 1996 to found the label Aftermath Entertainment after Tupac was murdered in 1996. Rest in peace, Tupac. Followed by Suge Knight being sentenced to prison for parole violations in 1997. Numerous other artists, including Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, and Nate Dogg, departed from Death Row Records, as well as left Daz as the only platinum selling artist remaining on the Death Row record roster. Daz releases his debut solo album, Retaliation, Revenge of the Get Back, through Death Row Records in March 1998. I was 7 years old when that. However, he too left the label later that year. DPG Records and indie release post 1999. After leaving Death Row Records, Daz produced for artists like Corrupt, Superfly, shout out to Superfly, and Be Legit, shout out to Be Legit, and that brother on the rig too. And for y'all who know Be Legit, if I ain't mistaken, it's E40's brother. He got some hits too. And shout out to E40 for putting his brother on. And I think the sister was that one person that was in the Hurricane song with. I might do some videos, my research on that, but I do know for a fact Be Legit is E40's brother. He also established his own label, DPG Records, on which he released his record, his second solo album, 2000's Raw, not to be mistaken for WWE Raw, and I didn't face it. In the following years, Daz has continued to focus on his own indie releases and sales. As of 2023, he has released a total of 18 solo albums. I'm getting on to that after this. I'll get to reading this. Daz and Corrupt reunited to release a second collaborative album, Dillinger and Young Gotti. Shout out to Young Gotti, aka Corrupt, in 2001. No. I take it back. Daz calls himself Young Gotti. Corrupt calls himself Corrupt Capone, I think. In 2001, because of Death Row still owned the name, the Dog Pound, they released Dillinger and Young Gotti under the name DPG. Despite the collaboration, relations deteriorated between the two rappers after Corrupt signed to Death Row Records once more, and Daz repeatedly insulted Corrupt in songs and interviews. Daz and Corrupt ultimately reconciled at the West Coast Unity event that Snoop Dogg hosted in 2005. Thank God for that, because life wouldn't be the same without Daz and Corrupt. They're like the Batman and Robin, Superman and Superboy, Green Arrow and Speedy. Captain America and Bucky. Iron Man and War Machine as a rap game. After regaining the rights to the moniker, the Dog Pound Corrupt left Death Row again and Daz closed his brief time at Jermaine Dupri So Death Recordings. Since then, the Dog Pound has released several more albums, including Prolific Stake of 5 albums between 2005 and 2010. Yeah, Daz got a lot of albums, man. I still got to check out that little Boozy and Daz album whenever it come out. I like that Daz and Big Gib album. Shout out to Dirty South song, Big Gib from No Goody Mine, who's that begin my window, still therapy. And plus, Daz got, man, Daz workaholic, man. He got so many albums I still got to catch up with. But I like the one he did with, Big Gib. And since then, the Dog Pound has released several more albums, including the Prophetic Stake of 5 albums between 2005, 2010, and 2020. Daz united with Queens MC Capone, one half of Capone Noriega. Salute to them, my New York kinfolk, for a collaborative album titled Guidelines. I'm going to check that out too. Main August Daz, Sims Discography, also Daz, the Dog Pound. So let me show you this one. Man, after this, I'm going to give you my personal opinions why I picked Daz as one of my mentors. I've been studying him since like 2022. Ever since following him on Facebook, Instagram. But let me share screen these CDs. All right, studio albums. Retaliation, Revenge of the Get Back, 1998. Raw, 2000. This is the Life I Lead, 2002. DPGC, You Know What I'm Throwing Up, 2003. Throw It That West Coast, dedicated to y'all, kinfolk. I Got Love in These Streets, 2004. The Dog Pound Gangsta LP, 2005. Gangsta Crunk, 2005. So Gangsta, 2006. Gangsta Party, 2007. Only on the Left Side, 2008. Public Enemies, 2009. Matter of Days, 2010. Daz, 2011. With It, 2012. Weed Money, 2014. Daz of Madness, 2018. Smoke Me Out, 2018. That Nigga Daz, 2023. Mollywop, that's a good album, man. I freaked that Mollywop, 2023. Collaboration albums. Long Beats to Feel More with JT the Bigger Figure. Salute to my other mentor, JT the Bigger Figure. Game for Sale, feat JT the Bigger Figure, 2001. Don't Go to Sleep with Machiavelli, 2001. Southwest feats New Wine, 2003. Get That Paper feat Frat House, 2009. West Coast Gangster Shiz with Dub C. Shout out to Dub C. Got love for him. Dub C is very underrated. 2013. Cousiness with Snoop Dogg, 2016. ATL with Big Gip, good album. 2020, Guidelines with Capone. I'm gonna have to check that out. 2022, The Legacy with Lil Easy. Rest in peace. Tip my hat out to my gone but never forgotten Easy. But shout out to his son, Lil Easy, for his legacy. Awards. Nominated in 1996 Grammy Awards for Best Rap Performance by a Duo with Corrupt. What Would You Do? Do you got anything else? Okay, now since we got the biography out the way, I'm about to freestyle this for my opinion. Man, Daz is very underrated, man. I've been motivated by since motivated by him for so long. I mean, I knew Daz as a good rapper. Don't get it twisted. I like Daz as a rapper, but I didn't know his common sense and his business sense. I realized his mama was a teacher, his dad worked at a mill. It was one of the interviews where he broke down how he got connections with the South, because he got to realize Snoop Dogg was originally, his family's from, I think, Mississippi. So they went to California and had him. Dad's mom, I think, is from Mississippi. And Dad's dad, I think, from New Orleans. They went to California and had him. He broke that down. Corrupt was from Philly. He went to California. Tupac was from New York, went to California. So, like, I want to say Lady Rage. Oh, yeah. She's from Virginia. Shout out to my Virginia kinfolk. She moved from Virginia to California. And as far as like Nate Dogg, I think he always been in California. Don't hold me to that, but I want to say he always been in California. Well, he might be. And outside of that, I think the rest of the members was always from West Coast, but I like how he had the Southern connects and he doing business over in Atlanta. You know, he got like the buildings and stuff, and I think the dispensaries and all that. So I like, dang, this man is very smart. And that's why I know I picked Daz and JT the Bigger Figure. And of course, E40 and Too Short as my entertainment mentors to how to move in this entertainment world. But yeah, Daz is he's very smart, man. And I like how he's smart enough to keep his franks to his production style, everything produced. So that's good. I like that. And he very, he ain't no dummy now. He hood, but he ain't dumb hood. He a smart hood ninja. And he's like, everything he got signed, sealed, delivered, so his kids get the wealth. He passed it on to them. I like that. I like how he got I think his rock roller sell. How like Big Boy sell pet bulls. I think he sell rock rounds. If you don't, I know he got rock rounds. Cause him Big Gift all it, and they on their Instagram pages they got pet rock rounds. Shout out to my rock roller heads. Pet bulls are cool, but I'm a rock roller person. But he constantly evolving and constantly growing. I know people that understand why we work with Lil Boosie, but you gotta realize that's pretty smart business move. And plus Lil Boosie's a businessman too. I think it's gonna be a good album. It might not be what people are think it's gonna be, because I was like, dang, Lil Boosie and Dance, two different styles, but hey, it can work. That's like I was going LL Cool J working with Rick Ross and Fat Joe. That kind of caught people off guard, but that song pretty good. And see who else? And BG working with Rakim and a couple other rappers, So hey, it's unique, so I'm gonna give it a chance. But I like his business mind. I like how he just chill, because Dad's always said he's always been a rapper who don't mind hugging the fans and talking to people. I like how he never became boozy or uppity. He always been that cool dude, Daz. You'll never, he just Daz is cool, man. Corrupt cool too. I like Corrupt too, but that's for another story. I have to do a video on Corrupt pretty soon. But Daz is just chill, humble, awesome. Everything you would like about a person. And he's just like but he like me though. We can get gangster now. He ain't no pushover. I ain't talking about gangster and the thug that way, but we can't throw some hands. But you can get the vibe. That's what I like about him. He got that Max P vibe. Like, we cool, but I can throw some hands if I have to. But Dad's always had, from what I've seen about Dads and everyone from Death Row, they always got that never scared attitude. They smart business people, but they got the hood in them. They ain't no punks. And I like that about Dads. Pac was the same way. Make sure. All right, good. Y'all can still hear it. Testing out this new little microphone piece that gets attached to your earbuds. But yeah, man, that is awesome. And he's a respectable dude, and just he ain't scared to drop knowledge on you. He ain't like uppity. He don't act like he's too good at dropping knowledge on the younger rappers. It's just out there for you to listen. You gotta catch that knowledge. That's one of the ones I salute to. He just like he gonna make sure you learn something. That's what I like. I'm glad I was smart enough that year to go ahead and follow him on Instagram. I like his wisdom. He's just hilarious, man. So Dad's pretty cool. Shout out to Daz. And hope you enjoyed this video. And hope you enjoyed the thumbnail. Make sure you this like 2,000 views. Share this video, like this video, hit that notification bell, so you can always see every story I got to tell. Shout out to Temple Supreme. Shout out to everyone to watch this. Shout out to everyone to support me. And God bless Dads. Happy C Day, late C Day. And may you have many more C Days to come. And shout out to everyone that support me. And shout out to Mahogany Roots, show me how to work these thumbnails. No, she told me. I can learn the hashtags on Mahogany. And shout out to my brother Sada Brewer, who showed me how to put the captions on it. And shout out to everyone who helped me with doing the thumbnails. Whoever did done this, I thank you. And shout out to the business guru, business column. I've got that person who told me how to do the intro with an outro now. And shout out to everyone that ever helped me. They had to, but shout out to Neon Eyes, shout out to CPU, shout out to Cynical, shout out to everyone who I rocks with, shout out to NT, Six Red, shout out to Tampa Supreme, always been a cool. Shout out to L Nixon, always been a cool big brother figure to me. Shout out to Uncle Ism, always been like the uncle figure to me. And shout out to the ones who embrace me. Of course, shout out to Thoroughred Columbia. Shout out to Neka L, always been cool people. And always a bunch of Memphis swag here. Oh yeah, salute to my kin folks in Memphis. Salute to my kin folks in Cleveland. Salute to my kin folks in Atlanta. See, what are the states? And of course, my kin folks in Virginia. And a couple kin folks I got in Tennessee. Shout out to them. And we out. Peace. Keep God first, God us way. Let God be your guidance. Remember John 3:16, God so loved the world, give us only begotten Son, whosoever believeth not perish, but have everlasting life.